I've just this moment realized that the reason that I tend to crackle with an angry and insane energy during these is that I know you motherfuckers are nestled in front of powerful computers with all of your audio equipment, and I am literally sitting on a folding chair in a kitchen doing this off my fucking phone. I am the Jared Leto Joker of this bit.
The release of Star Wars games has slowed significantly. This is unacceptable. We need more Star Wars games, even if I need to take pitches from 3 scruffy-looking nerf herders. Welcome to Armchair Dev's Star Wars.
What? It's gonna be a long hour.
But you're not allowed to win episodes. You're not pitching it.
Next week, Armchair Dev's My Dick in a Blender.
No!
We have a radical new vision for My Dick in a Blender.
It's a drone with a dick on it.
No. It's a drone with an upside-down blender on it.
Hey, KZ, what's your pitch for Dick in a Blender? A battle royale.
So many dicks in
My
one
blender
blender.
jabs. Games as a service.
Battle for Dick Supremacy in the Blender Coliseum.
You see, the theme is all about maturity and growing up.
The theme of Dick in a Blender is bravery.
Oh, it's one more round of questions before we do the drawings, right?
Mm-hmm.
Normally, yes.
Yes, okay.
Normally, you try to get 2 rounds of really solid questions before you.
So far, we know so much about aggros.
Yes!
I feel like at this point, that's not my fault anymore.
Yo, definitely not, actually. So, Dr. Aggro, is your game a game?
What's the MSRP on this video game?
Tight as hell.
Shockingly, Bob, it is $59.99.
Unbelievable.
Will it win Game of the Year?
They're going to change the name of that award to this fucking game.
Which we don't even know the title of.
No, you don't.
No, what's this called?
One second. Did Theo get out his thing?
Yeah, his thing was Ben Diskin.
Oh, right. Sorry.
I think we're supposed to ask each other stuff.
Oh, yeah, you guys are supposed to ask each other stuff. My bad.
I know something went critically freaking wrong here.
Okay. Oh, my God. I'm sorry. I'm running on an hour and a half of sleep.
Hey, it's fine, okay?
Shit, Bob, at that point, why didn't you beat Death Stranding?
Yeah, come on, dude.
I had to stay up late enough to write the intro.
You know, worth it. It was a good intro.
Dr. Aggro, whenever you're ready.
Mm-hmm. that
There's some
barking
wampas
wasn't me.
back
Don't
there.
start the timer.
You should shoot some of those with your T16.
God damn it.
Hello and welcome to Armchair Dev's Extra for Star Wars Episode 9 or Episode 8. I keep wanting to say Episode 9 for Armchair Devs because Episode 9 of Star Wars is coming out this month. I've done this.
Yeah,
I've done this 4 times, naming files and building folders and shit.
I was getting confused even when you were saying it there.
Because this is actually Episode 8
Okay.
of Armchair
Well,
Devs.
Bob just straight up forgot what Starkiller Base is.
Well, this one subverted our expectations, so being episode 8 makes sense.
Yep. Bob really subverted everyone's expectations, which means he's brilliant and a good host.
Definitely.
Ignore all the other problems this episode. He surprised you at the end. He is a great fucking host. Good job, Bob. That's when Bob says, you're welcome.
Something video quality, give me a new TV.
So, I've never been in a room so full of people that I have so many things I want to say to them that aren't questions. Aggro, you want to...
Bob,
What's up?
what the fuck, man?
Which part?
I beat you one time. And this is what you fucking do to me. You petty bitch.
I don't know what you're talking about. I only showed you one bad question.
I'm sorry. I'm still in shock over the fact I've never won except for when you gave everyone the
Except
win.
for a fake one. Except for pity.
That is not a fake one. Disney's desperate.
The Discord is not going to accept this episode.
No, this episode's probably not canon.
Yeah.
When we get bought out by Disney, this episode will be retconned.
Like, this is the filler holiday special that we pretend didn't happen.
No, J.J. Abrams walks in and says, I don't think this counts anymore. I gotta go write a bunch of stuff that I'm never gonna fucking follow up on, and then he leaves the room.
Why is that your impression of Dan doing me? I'm J.J. Abrams. I like chewy cookies.
Bob,
What's up?
I knew that gun had to be pulled out eventually.
Yes.
And I think it's probably the most fitting that it happened with Star Wars.
Uh-huh.
I still didn't expect it.
I hate that I wasted my best pitch.
Is that what you think?
It was
Yeah.
very normal. It was like milk toast.
Your pitch almost had a pitch creator included in the pitch.
I mean, you gave me a picture of an X-Wing where you pointed to a non-existent dude in the cockpit. That wasn't a good start.
No, Bob, it was a strong second act.
It didn't even start with that. We had two questions.
It was a strong second act, Bob.
Yes,
Clearly.
it was not. It was definitely not in episode 8.
Look, I'm just glad that KZ knows the basic principles of storytelling. He knows the 3-act structure. That's when his pitch was at its lowest.
Yes.
Well, we can't have interesting characters in a game where everybody's in vehicles. Please ignore Captain Falcon.
Star Fox.
Please ignore that one of the most popular Star Wars things were the Rogue Squadron books that were full of characters.
You right?
Okay, so in order to get off this tangent.
Well, the punching KZ
Yes,
tangent?
yes, I'm seriously just getting flashbacks to stop. He's already dead. Feel what?
I don't think I can be on Armchair Devs anymore.
And only the
I don't
people,
think I can be here anymore.
only the patrons of the GigaBoots Podcast Network will know why.
But KZ, you have to host the Fallout one next.
He's like, this is my Fallout.
Right?
Feel
I've just been nuked.
what's
KZ, your pitch was terrible. Why? It sounded good, but the drawing was bad, so the whole thing sucked.
Aw, sweetie. Please stop making me punch you. Now then. Feel. What is the primary mechanic of engagement of your game? Like you're just literally a third person action game where you're playing as Sheev Palpatine, right?
Pretty much. It would be sort of like Deus Ex, where you walk around a hub and take side quests, and there are minor action things there, but then you go to the action level as part of the main story.
Oh, excellent. Fuck yeah. I want Jedi skill trees that just won't fucking help me in certain encounters. It's like, oh man, I can do the Force mind control thing perfectly. I got this in the fucking bag. And then that fuck from episode 1 shows up.
Everybody in this level's a droid.
Or that guy from episode 1 that they apparently built out other members of his species down the road.
Watto with W.
You mean racism?
Hey!
Yes,
Racism's here.
Yes. Yes, I do.
I forgot to ask you if Feel, are there lightsabers in that game? Do you get to use the lightsaber as
Yes.
Palpatine? Okay.
I actually
Shockingly.
I actually slightly detailed the lightsaber combat. At the beginning, only bosses have fucking lightsabers. Obviously.
That doesn't seem very prequel to me.
That's true.
Lightsaber versus lightsaber combat was going to be a little bit more thoughtful because it was realistic lightsaber combat where if you hit somebody once, it's over.
Bushido Blade. Nice.
So if
So it
only
would have
bosses
more
have
of a-
lightsabers, if only bosses have lightsabers, and it's the prequels, that means there must be 800 bosses in this game.
There was going to be 9 or 10, yeah. A
1,000.
good amount for an action game.
Yeah, I mean, Palpatine's got to keep it secret on the down low.
Well, one of those boss fights would be where Mace Windu and the 15 jobbers show up in Palpatine's office, and then he screeches at them, and Screw jumps at them with the lightsaber.
God, I forgot about that. It's so bad.
So
Sick flips.
we're recording this in November. Bob and I, because of the various things we're involved in, haven't had the time to do our Star Wars marathon to get us up to speed in time for Star Wars month. So a lot of this shit, I'm like, okay, I look forward to watching that movie and thinking about this pitch. Real quick, Aggro.
Yes.
If I was hosting, and I'm not saying that Bob did it wrong, I just, disagreement of perspective. I think, honestly, yours might have won because it is a game that I absolutely would buy, that I would be like, the Jedis are the bad guy. This is interesting. And I would then look forward to be staggeringly disappointed with the writing, which didn't actually sell me on that concept.
Yeah, no.
I'm getting mad about Battlefront 2 again.
I might have been excited for your
It's so
game.
bad. It's so fucking bad.
Isn't Battlefront 2 like you're a member of the Empire and then you change sides for no fucking reason?
Yes.
Sounds amazing.
I love Hayes.
It's post Return of the Jedi. You play as this Imperial woman, and then she learns to go to the right side, and then
Fuck every
and then
game that
Hayes-
does
and,
that.
and then plays Luke Skywalker hitting bugs. It's bad. That's it.
See, and that's the thing. Aggro had a real commitment from the beginning to be like, Jedi bad? Question mark?
Fuck the Jedi is like my entire life credo.
I know.
But then you decided your pitch should be something that was stapled into that last second?
Well, yeah. See, what Bob fails to realize, which I see,
His game's a homunculus.
he made a good game first. And then he said, what if this good game just had Star Wars at the beginning of it? Which is how all good Star Wars games happen. What do you fucking think Jedi Knight is? It's not the first-person shooter. It's a fucking Doom clone. And then Jedi Knight 2 is an actually good game.
It's Dark Forces and Dark Forces 2, Dan.
I said Jedi Knight refer to Dark Forces 2. And then I said Jedi Knight 2 to refer to the first good one in that series.
Okay. I just wasn't linking up the Dark Forces 2 as being a Doom clone because it's more of a Quake clone.
You're right. By that point, they evolved.
That's right.
Sip.
It's true, though. Like, the fucking Dark Forces 1 is just straight up, we put Star Wars shit in our fucking Doom mod. And then, id moves on to Quake, and then they're like, hey, we can make another. We put Star Wars shit in our Quake mod.
It's a good mod. Sip.
Speaking of horrible Star Wars stories and games, did anybody but me play the DLC for The Force Unleashed 1?
No, and now it's insanely expensive because the only way to get it is buying that special disc they released for it on PS3.
Excuse me.
I'm pretty sure.
Excuse me, what?
Because I think they delisted the DLC or something.
Because the DLC is it's all bad ending DLC. If you take the dark side ending where you kill Darth Vader and become the cyborg Sith assassin, it's all Star Killer kills the rest of the Star Wars cast in increasingly stupid ways.
Oh my
Yeah,
god!
I remember that.
That sounds amazing.
I remember that actually.
Like you kill Luke and who turns to the dark side and gets a power up before you kill him.
What?
There's a cut.
That sounds
There's
like
a
how
cut-
Luke would go out.
And it's in Hoth, by the way, so he hasn't even talked to Yoda yet. He's just a fucking nobody.
Oh.
But then Han runs at you shooting a blaster, and you force grab him and throw him into the engine of the Millennium Falcon, and he just incinerates.
Oh, shit!
You're making this sound good.
And then there's one that's just, you kill Boba Fett.
Congratulations. You're as accomplished as a Sarlacc pit.
Boba Fett shoots that stupid fucking rocket on his shoulder at you, and you just turn it around and it owns him.
So, I'm sorry, which Mortal Kombat game are we talking about?
Right?
I just have to wonder why you have to kill Boba Fett.
X-ray moves on Palpatine.
Because the Emperor is sick of, what the fuck is his name?
Jabba?
He's sick of Jabba the Hutt's shit.
So we didn't actually here's behind the curtains a bit. I told people to draw an OC because I thought that was funny. Bob didn't realize I asked them to do that. And then I had my mind blown when I got 2 droids and a character creator. Because for some reason, droids never entered my brain. For some reason.
Right, like when Dan was like, yeah, I told him to do this, I was fully expecting like, okay, one
Star
guy's
Killers.
gonna Star Killer or some weird alien, like
Some
this
prequel
is
level of stupid.
Right.
You know, like
Watto 2.
no, I was expecting
Racism too.
I really love Watto. He's iconic.
I was expecting a Jedi who's had cybernetic spider parts attached to him so he could wield 8 lightsabers.
Right?
That was
like
honestly plan A for me.
That's in The Force Unleashed. Did you forget?
It's going to be like Dirk Space Shredder, and he's going to have 4 lightsabers.
Nice.
All of these motherfuckers are in The Force Unleashed.
I don't even remember. That game was so bad I forgot everything, I guess.
Also, I absolutely love your droid. Like, the moment it showed up on screen, I'm like, oh, that is a thing that wants to die.
Yeah, no, that's some cursed, depressing shit.
I can hear the clanging. It's so bad.
C-3PO could barely move his fucking arms, and he has it so much better than this dipshit.
He's like the equivalent of the Call of Duty dog.
He's so much better than the Call of Duty dog. I mean, so much worse, so much more doomed. So part of the pitch was that, like, Palpatine's family home would be like your base, and it would have, like, a thing added after each story beat.
Okay.
So and this would be the first one, so you just go back to, you know, look at your messages or whatever, and this thing would be going clang, 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 clang. Please kill me. Clang, 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 clang.
Yeah, when you're talking about I ripped the memory chip out of this one and put it in a much shittier droid because I'm Chief Palpatine, I'm like, I have the Force and I must scream? Like, what the fuck is...
Yeah, no, I gotta say, Fields was the most exciting pitch in that regard.
in the misery port?
Yes.
My first plan for the OC was to be like, this is the redesign of Darth Plagueis, and it would just be me MS Paint drawing Xehanort with a red lightsaber.
I was
That-
shocked
Yeah,
that
what?
did not come up.
I was super disappointed that none of them were that dumb.
Well, that's why young Palpatine is spin disking.
Right, you saved it at the end there.
I realized early on that I did not have the artistic
Yeah.
wherewithal necessary to just recreate that obnoxious, like, rainbow dragon Tumblr OC.
Excuse me, what?
Yeah.
It's this really famous.
Oh, you mean the person that is now a weird Nazi?
I'm
Like always with Tumblr, I
statistically
guess.
speaking, yeah,
Sure.
probably.
Probably. It's the internet.
It's this really famous Tumblr self-insert character who's
I'll find it in 2 seconds to inflict upon them.
Oh, no.
yeah, no, this was the shit.
I put it in my favorites.
No, I didn't do that, but it's easy to find because I remember the person's name.
I really like the part where Aggro drew a bot and then said, and this horrible thing will happen and it'll make you sad.
Yeah, I was like, I'm sold on being sad here.
I'd really planned to get around to the dozens of NPC companions you could recruit by the time I put my happy robot on screen.
Oh, KZ, I want to ask you a question because I wasn't hosting. I didn't get to ask questions. So here's a question for your pitch. With you were talking about, you know, you're going to recreate some classic Star Wars moments. So I have a question. With that much pandering, is Charizard going to make the cut, or?
You know, it was really tough. We were thinking about getting Charizard in, but we had to have at least 2 scenes, like 2 missions that were for the sequel trilogy. So we had to unfortunately cut them.
Oh.
We're lucky they didn't force us to have the chase from episode 8.
I don't even know what that is, but
Soon.
stop talking about it. No.
I actually missed what did you say it was from episode 8?
I was going to say, we were lucky that Disney wasn't going to force us to cut the Battle of Yavin as one of our bonus missions and replace it with the chase in episode 8 that is the crux of that film.
So this isn't the specific thing that Aggro was talking about, but it's the same character. I can't find the actual specific one.
Yep, that's the stuff.
That's cursed.
Yeah, I was thinking about recreating that entire thing just with Star Wars words.
The wings are lightsabers.
Yes.
Aggro's like, I don't have 4 days to make this.
Right.
Yeah, that would be pretty insane.
He would have won.
I mean, he
Sure
did
better.
win.
Well, he did win. Everybody won.
Fuck you, Bob.
Look,
now, Bob-
this morning I was like,
Bob-
but wouldn't it be hilarious if I just had them all win? And so, like, my top note on here is literally, they all win. Doesn't matter how bad they are.
You know, like halfway through, I started getting the feeling like this motherfucker is up to something. This is gonna go weird.
When Bob said my pitch was good and gave me very little negative points, I'm like, oh god, how is this gonna fall apart? Something's gonna happen.
I kept expecting more insidious behind the scenes working with everyone. Honestly,
Yeah,
Bob, this time you were the villain.
I literally I want a Rogue Squadron game again, so I'm just gonna build one of those.
I really thought like Feel was gonna go evil and KZ was gonna go nuts, and I was just gonna do it straight as a bit.
right? And now we have 3 straight men, and it's bizarre.
That's
The
okay,
state
Bob.
of Star Wars is so fucking depressing. I can't do anything worse than Battlefront 2.
That's true. Oh no.
Yeah, that's why I didn't go in that direction.
Battlefront 2 story is so bad. It's so fucking
Battlefront
it's
2
so
is
bad.
fucking Armchair Dev's pitch.
You
It
complete
has
the story
gambling
mode and
mechanics
it
all.
doesn't give you enough credits to buy characters.
Like, I don't think I would pitch a game that is illegal in several European countries. I mean,
Yeah, it just means you're a coward.
except for when I did that.
I don't know. You did have that one where we go into the forest and get shot.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
That
one
is
that's
true.
illegal in all countries.
Hey,
not
hey,
this one.
mostly stabbed until season 2.
And those are not U.S. citizens at that point. They have no legal rights.
Oh yeah, you're
Oh.
right.
Gamers have no rights.
They waive it.
Read Citizens United.
Makes more sense than Cooking Mama blockchain.
I'm really shocked. We the closest we got to a prequel game was seeing the rise of Palpatine, which seems like tonally it couldn't be what the prequels were.
Right. Like, I don't think that Field didn't pitch, oh, then it's going to be about politics for 50 minutes
There's
straight.
going to be pod racing and a shitty love story, and it's like, no, this is fine. I'm fine with this. Weird.
Fucking, I figured it was going to be no more heroes, just with Palpatine.
It like
She's
I
going
even had it.
No way.
I always prepare for like the fuck you questions because that's always a risk when it gets to the asking other people things because you get the fucking bottle thrown at your head of who's developing your game?
Yes.
I considered it,
I
but I
always
was
did
like,
it.
no, I can't.
Oh my god, it was
No,
like,
instead you asked Aggro, is your game cool?
Yes. And he could
I
have
always
delivered
pick a
more, but he
developer
delivered a
now.
lot.
you asked, was it cool?
I was like, okay, the ball's in Agro's court. Does he complete the penny arcade joke?
Yeah, that's what I thought Bob was going for. I think it was. I thought it was a bit.
I was in goddamn shock. So I just opened my mouth.
I was like,
I was so shocked I almost answered for you.
Fucking, that shit happened later. Was it KZ that asked me the season pass question?
Yes,
I
yes.
was like, my
Yes, that was
brain
me.
froze. I'm like, I have nothing for this. I don't even have a
I was,
bit
I
about
was
it.
hoping.
I spent so long building out the skill trees for this fucking game. I have nothing for this. Because I made a game, not a bit.
By the way, most people aren't going to know what the fuck we're talking about with that comic because it's 13 years old, almost 14.
The season pass question was good because I'm like, I bet he put a lot of work into his game, but did he think about shit that it may not be in his game?
What could you take out of your game and sell later, Agro?
Right?
We're all about the future.
the future is nickel and diming.
Until too many of us go bankrupt doing it and then it's made illegal, then that isn't the future anymore. Just like all of these things that are the future.
You can buy this loot box to get an indeterminate amount of tokens that you can turn in to get tickets that you can use to buy loot boxes.
Oh, man, that's rewarding.
I had one twist that I considered and then I said no. Which was, I was just going to say, it's exclusive to Stadia.
You twisted this shooting yourself in the foot?
Yes.
Bob, have you been paying attention to KZ and Armchair Devs? Or
Yeah, I know.
Were you here for last episode's James and the Giant Peach?
I've heard parts of it.
That's not even the worst one time you've done that, Casey.
The Goosebumps is easily the worst one.
I don't fucking remember James and the Giant Peach.
Something about fuckable spiders. I don't know.
That was during the Pilot Wings Battle Royale thing.
God, no, yeah, I don't remember these episodes till I listen to them again.
You're like, give me back my past. You just sit there upset for a whole month.
Dan made a tweet saying Aggro will be at his strongest on Thursday, and I'm like, what content did Aggro? Oh no.
That's Pilot Wings.
Yeah, I know. It hit me like a brick.
Yeah, the pitch and whenever you're ready, Aggro, and he's like, newsflash, it's 19. And I'm like, what the hell?
You freaking...
Okay. No, because I'm like, that's gotta be Pilot Wings Armchair Devs. Was that worse than Silent Hill? Oh no, and then I remembered what I did for the pitch.
Like, by the time I was like, I have to go through with making this tweet, I was losing it over the dog hiding in the Nazi robot that still has an American flag in its mouth, even though it's supposed to be undercover.
See, that's the kind of energy I was hoping Star Wars would get, and nobody brought me that insanity.
Yeah. I'm like, okay, I did that last time. It's time for the off week.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you bring in a sincere thing you care a lot about.
Should we start signing up for which one's going to be the crazy one?
No, it's like Secret Hitler, except for sometimes we're all Hitler, I notice.
Yeah, eventually we're gonna come and everybody's gonna be the fucking monster.
So when are we doing Mist?
Luckily Aggro already burned We Send You to a Literal Camp, which I feel like would be also fit into Fallout, so you're safe from that.
People kept saying concentration camp. West Virginia is very nice, and our national forest
It's even in West Virginia, like Fallout 76.
Yes, it's...
The Green Bank Telescope is a national treasure of scientific education and tourism.
Oh. Good to know. So, if we did an Armchair Devs for Myst, isn't that just you judging and the three of us bringing in, I don't know, really up our own ass scripts?
I was going to suggest making Feel judge that.
Making Feel judge Feel, have you...
I barely know what Mist is.
Yep.
Perfect.
How do you not know what Mist is?
See, sometimes when it was really warm and then it gets
I
really
know
cold.
it's like a first-person puzzle game, but I don't know anything else
The
beyond that.
definitive version's on PlayStation.
It was even on
Is
the
it?
PSP.
It's on the DS.
That shit's on phones.
It's probably the
Hey,
most
I can't have played everything.
Yeah, he just missed out on...
So you're not a real gamer.
Yeah, he hasn't played Myst or any first-person shooter.
Yeah, he just missed out on most shooters and Myst. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
I played many first-person shooters. I just skipped all of them last gen because most of them were bad.
I mean, look, I'm
Dan's
the guy...
like,
I'm the guy who got
and the gen
attacked.
before.
I'm the guy who got attacked for saying there hasn't been a great Call of Duty since Modern Warfare 2, so I totally understand. I'm on your side with
You
that.
also referenced the story of Hayes.
That's because as a Sony fan, early that
and a
gen,
Time Splitters fan, don't forget that.
and a Time Splitters fan, a huge Time Splitters fan, at the beginning, where Sony's getting you hyped for the new game from the creators of Time Splitters, and then it has the dumbest motherfucking story and marketing campaign you've ever experienced.
We had to work with what we had back then.
It also has a really bad cover.
It's like all these people are hocked up on Mountain Dew Baja Blast, but I just switched to Diet Kicks camera.
That would have been smarter.
Was Killzone Shadowfall real, or did I dream that?
It's a real video
It's
game.
real.
I'm gonna have to revisit the PS4 launch pretty soon because the PS5, coming out next year.
Knack, baby.
I still haven't not beaten Shadowfall.
I got 3/4 through it and just stopped.
Oh my
It
God.
sounds like a stream game, honestly.
None of us brought Killzone 4? Would it be 4?
Yeah. Well, yes. Let's go with no. It'd be 5. Technically 6, but don't worry about it.
Yeah, because
There are three
Titles.
There are 3 numbered kill zones. Shadowfall is the 4th. The PSP one was originally going to be 2, and then they decided to stop being stupid and just name 2 and name the PSP
And then they
one.
they made the Vita one.
Oh shit! Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
So we're on the 6th, 7th.
7th.
Oh
We're
my
on the 7th.
god! I want to puke.
Blech.
But Bob, Herman Holst is no longer at Gorilla. Who's going to make the fine Killzone 7?
Don't worry, I think they got some top men on it.
I'm sure a CG gameplay trailer will be prepared.
They didn't do that for Shadowfall.
So the last game the developers of the Vita one made was Riggs Mechanized Combat League, a game I've never heard of before this second.
I've heard of Riggs because it was in all the PSVR shit.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
big VR game that they
Yeah.
made them make and then shut them down after it didn't do well because VR didn't sell great right at the gate.
Yeah, no, it was a pile of very fucked up decisions.
Yeah, it was really sad.
Anyway, we're getting off tangent. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for supporting the GigaBoots Podcast Network. I look forward to the day when either I get to bring something in or Aggro has to host. Like one of those two will be.
Yes, I'm excited for that to happen.
That'll be really fucked up.
Almost as excited as I am for Disney Plus.
I can't wait to watch The Simpsons in cropped 16:9 and also stretched for some reason.
Cool. More screen. More content.
KZ said as Bob Iger mashes the kill switch in the back of his skull.